Thank you again. We're here at the Pentecostal Church of God convention this year, and we're having an awesome time. Tonight's preacher was Minister Bryant Hazzard. It's a little weird because it's my cousin, and I seen him grow up and playing the organ and doing the music thing. But I'm so glad to see how God has blessed him and God has anointed him to do great things in this gospel and preaching this gospel. I was very impressed tonight. I was glad to hear what he had to say tonight. He spoke about forgiveness, and it was a real subject that really touched the lives of many people in this house tonight. Bryant, the message that you preached tonight was very, very heart-wrenching. I mean, it came with a lot of fervor. Where did you come up with the concept, and how did it move on you tonight?
Well, about a year or so ago, maybe 2 years now, going on 2 years, I had a relationship, as I was talking about, you know, a good friend of mine, a brother. We became close, and you know, he was involved with my family. Some things went down, and I took to heart the situation, and I was very bitter and somewhat unforgiving. And the Lord began to deal with me and say, "You need to let it go. You need to forgive." And I was like, you know, okay, Lord, I'll work on it. But one Sunday morning in particular, I was on my way to church, and it was like the Holy Spirit had impressed upon me so heavily. And it was like I heard him say clearly to me, "Do not walk in the sanctuary. Do not sing a song until you call him and ask him to forgive you for being bitter." You know, I kind of felt some kind of way, because it's like, Lord, I didn't do it. He did it.
Yes.
You know, but the Lord just began to, impress upon my heart, you need to forgive. And so from that moment, this was birthed, where, the Lord just began, after I called him, and shared with him, brother, I'm sorry, I need you to forgive me because I was bitter towards you. Then, God began to bring this word to me. And so when I got the phone call to come, after I got over my nerves, it's the first thing the Lord put in my heart. And so I knew this was what needed to be said for this evening. And I just thank God that the word was received and that it was the right word for the house.
It definitely was the right word in here. One of the things that really resonated with me was when you talked about how that forgiveness is more about us than it is about the perpetrator. And that made a lot of sense, even though a lot of us don't embrace that.
Sure.
And I thought to myself, I thought about a lot of things that I have been through myself and how things come together. And if you don't learn to forgive, you'll always be stuck in the same places.
Sure.
And the fact that you said that God won't hear your prayer if you don't forgive. So a lot of people are wondering why they're in certain situations, and it's because they have not learned to forgive.
Exactly.
So once again, brother, I appreciate you tonight. You did an awesome job.
Thank you.
You are a phenomenal preacher, and you're a phenomenal teacher. And I pray that God blesses your ministry more and more. Every time you get up, I pray that God gives you increase.
Please pray for me.
All right?
Yes, sir.
God bless you, man. Love you, man.